Yes, this is a table game, but not just munchkins, or even checkers and chess. Physically, it is much more challenging. Today in the program we will get acquainted with the game, which has more than 850 million fans around the world. Hello guys, hey, my name is Yevhen. I'm Rita, my name is Dima. We're players of the national table tennis team of Ukraine, and today we will show and tell you all about this challenging sport. In Ukraine, table tennis is developing quite rapidly. Our federation is trying to do for athletes as much as possible to organize more training sessions. Also, they try to allocate more money for athletes to travel and develop their professional skills. It seems to me that in every city there are those who are engaged in this sport. But there are cities like Kharkiv and Kyiv, which are the leaders in presenting athletes in this sport. They travel abroad to play for the national team. Every team member is trying hard to develop their skills. Three reasons to play table tennis. The first reason is that it improves coordination and physical features. The second reason is that it offers opportunities for making new contacts. The third reason is that we are a huge friendly sport family. Three reasons to play table tennis. It's fun and beneficial to one's health. Table tennis is a game and a great means of communication. I started playing table tennis at the age of 5. My mother is a coach, so she sent me to this sport and I liked it. She saw that I had a desire to train in this sport, so I decided to continue practicing. My mother trained me every day, and thanks to her I achieved very good results. I didn't change the sport, as I started training sessions at a very early age. I love this sport, and I'm so hooked on table tennis that I can't even imagine anything else in my life except engaging in this sport. I liked figure skating, I liked tennis a lot, and I enjoyed it more as a hobby. But in order to be engaged in table tennis professionally, I had to work very hard. In my childhood in Kryvyi Rih, just like in other cities, recruitment started at school. This was how I got into the table tennis school. It was winter in the first grade. The coach came to us in our classroom and said, "Who wants it badly enough, will make it." Of course, had a different coach in another form of sport came to us, I would have most likely ended up in the second sport offered. Only 10 children agreed to attend training sessions. After 3 months, there was one player left. That was me. Actually, I started achieving results from the first training session. Maybe it seemed to me then, but at least the coach said that I had a masterful approach. He said that everything was turning out well for me, and that my performance and skills were excellent. He added that I should continue. I liked it, and I continued. The matter is that perhaps it was my persistence. My father was a table tennis fan, and he took me to his training sessions. I liked how he played the game and then decided to try out this sport for myself. However, I was only 5 years old and I couldn't participate. I had to wait an entire year until I turned 6. The most interesting aspect in this game is the ball, as you don't know in which direction it comes at you or where and when your return shot will go. In table tennis, there are different forms of doubles competition: women's, men's, single, team and mixed doubles. A single player is when players go one-on-one. Mixed are male and female. A female-man's pair is when 2 girls and 2 boys play against each other, and a team play is when there are 3 players. Most of all, I like singles and team competitions. Concerning trainings, different countries have their own approaches. They pay attention to this sport in a different way. For example, the Chinese and the Japanese train 12 hours a day. Europeans spend less time on this sport, 6 hours a day.
Соответственно, и результат говорит сам за себя. Японцы, китайцы лидируют в этом виде спорта. Поэтому, каждый сам себе выбирает, как он может тренироваться. Что касается меня...
As for me, I train in the morning and in the evening, and I try to go to the gym as often as possible.
Тренажерный зал. Это когда у меня нет соревнований.
When I don't have competitions, I often attend training camps, where there are 2 training sessions per day for 2 hours straight.
В течение дня.
Now we'll play a little game in which Yevhen and I'll try to hit the ball into a matchbox.
Поехали.
I was luckier than Yevhen. I put the ball into the matchbox on the first hit, while Yevhen sunk it on the second hit.
Вот и повеселились.
So let's continue having some fun.
Сыграем матч.
I'm going to play with my tennis shoes, and Sergey will play with my racket.
Сергей будет играть моей ракеткой.
So let's go. The score is 0-0.
Два-один.
The 1-0 victory. The short match ended up with a score of 5-2, which I won playing with my sneaker.
Своим кроссовкам.
Each athlete has different types of serves in table tennis. Some serve from the right, while others serve from the left. As for me, I like to use the left serve. The first one is absolutely direct, while the second is spinning from the side, and the third one is the low serve when the ball flies downwards. I began to practice table tennis by simply striking the ball with the racket against the wall. This is a simple method for anybody. Nobody goes to the table right away in this sport. First they learn to hit the ball against the wall, and only then they go to the table and learn and try to master certain strikes.
Бывали как бы дни.
There were days and even months when a certain element of my play was getting worse, so I needed to focus more on this technique. For the first 3 years, like many kids, I worked under whiplash. I always dreamed of playing football in the summer in order to pass the training course. Unfortunately, my parents didn't allow me to have a rest. It happened so that I ended up with very cool trainers during my sports career. I don't complain about this at all, and am in fact very grateful to them for their help in bringing up to the necessary competitive form. Maybe I'm not as talented as I'd like to be. Like very many professional athletes, I was faced with various health problems. Maybe for someone it would be difficult, but when you like it, it's not as difficult as you might have thought. Until I entered a specialized school, I had 5 trainings per week and then twice a day on weekdays. As it turned out, this was 10 trainings and playing in some tournament on the weekend in addition to that. I watched many videos, examined the play techniques of famous masters, and watched how they make certain technical shots. In Ukraine, competitions are held once a year during the Championship of Ukraine, doubles, singles and mixed. There's also the Cup of Ukraine. Our athletes attend foreign competitions trying to win the top places. The women's team reached the 1/8 level of the World Championship. This was the first time in the history of this sport that Ukrainian players achieved what experts consider a good result. The men got into the first division, which is also considered a respectable result. Do you keep in touch with European athletes? Of course, we have a lot of acquaintances with players and coaches. We communicate, and it's great. Do you recommend it to everyone who may become interested in this great sport? All table tennis players know each other like one big family. Of course, I advise everyone to get engaged in this sport. And we hope to see you very soon practicing in the table tennis gym and at competitions.